Sister Wives. Kody's odd bedroom habits make news. Hello friends, I am Angela. Welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Sister Wives star Kody Brown lost 3 wives to divorce, but they still spend ample time talking about him on and off the series. The famous bedroom schedule became a topic in the latest episode. The 5 spouses alluded to this schedule throughout their years on the screen. But this latest news about the same schedule sounds like the opposite of the original thoughts they shared years ago. When Kody Brown and the Sister Wives family first surfaced on their series, they did the talk show circuit. They were asked what question the fans asked the most. That answer became clear as the 4 wives pipped up with the same reply: the schedule. But what the wives and Kody say today is much different from when the Sister Wives first surfaced. Kody's schedule kept track of whose bedroom he slept in every night of the week. Whether it was written on a calendar or kept in Kody Brown's head, it gathered a lot of attention from fans. When the Sister Wives first graced the screen, many viewers wondered how the bedroom activities worked. Fans learned that Kody Brown went from one wife's home to the next, rotating daily. Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown all agreed their shared husband was very fair. For special events like a wife's birthday, Kody would switch nights. So this kind, caring husband, which is how all the wives described Kody back then, would have that particular wife with him on her special day. The wives gushed over Kody not missing a beat. Whatever wife landed on the schedule for the night, they got him despite being far from home. The Sister Wives scene from this early episode showed Kody with his bag in hand as he walked down a hotel hallway. He moved from one wife's room to the next. Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn gushed over his fairness regarding the time he spent with each of them. Now jump ahead to 2025 and it was like that never happened. A recent January 19 episode, Janelle previously broke the news to her former sister wife, Christine, that she officially hired a lawyer to help her with the separation of assets and to make sure the sale is handled fairly. Christine agreed that's the right thing to do, as Janelle explained she didn't trust Kody to be fair during the process. Before their plural marriage fell apart, the group initially bought the land plots so their families could all live close to each other. Christine also had a share of the land, but she sold it back to Kody in August 2022 following their separation. She was the first to leave the plural marriage in November 2021. Robyn is now Kody's last remaining wife from the original marriage, as Meri and Janelle both announced their separation from Kody within 14 months of Christine leaving. Property. After she advises Meri she should do the same, Meri reveals that she's open to taking legal action as it feels like Kody is keeping her in the dark regarding the details of the sale. There's been a lot of confusion surrounding the way things have been done in the family. The way that Kody is with me and has been with me for many, many years, she explains. So I think that's why I'm going to get a lawyer to help me through this process. She notes that she's ready to put herself first for a change after years of trying to keep the peace between herself and Kody. I felt like for quite a few years, I've just kind of sat back and just not wanted to ruffle feathers. So I haven't pushed the issue on many things, but I will push the issue now, she says. Sister Wives Gwendolyn Brown opened up about her sibling Leon Brown's relationship with their family after coming out as transgender. Gwendolyn Brown's savage quotes about her family and their TLC show. Read article. In a video uploaded to her YouTube channel on Sunday, February 19, Gwendolyn, 21, reacted to episode 9 of Sister Wives' 17th season and took issue with her father, Kody Brown, saying the children he shares with multiple partners are not cohesive as a family unit. Gwendolyn, whose mother Christine Brown is one of the 54-year-old patriarch's ex-wives, called her dad's comments beyond wrong, noting, "Leon has given themselves space for their emotional health." Later in the video, the TLC personality elaborated on her 27-year-old sibling's feelings toward the blended clan. Leon has been, since childhood, kind of the odd one out in the family because they had no siblings from their mom to really get along with. She said of Kody's only biological child with ex-wife Meri Brown, they just probably felt like the odd one out. And also, with Leon being transgender and queer in general and being in a family that predominantly practices a Mormon fundamentalist faith, Mormonism hasn't really traditionally been kind to queer people, especially with a family that's quite a bit conservative and partially against transsexuality in general. Wenling added of Leon distancing themselves from the large brood. It's not that they're not fitting in. It's that they have chosen to go to people who they can trust, and it's just they found a safer community for themselves. Someone recently told me that I didn't have to have all of my shit figured out in order for me to share myself with the world. They wrote at the time. So here's me, definitely not having almost any of my shit figured out. To let you know that I am trans. My name is Leon or Leo. I love both, and my pronouns are they/them. In addition to commenting on Leon's dynamic with the rest of the family, Wenling called out Kody for how he treated Mary, 52, in the episode. After watching the Wyoming native state in a confessional that he no longer acknowledged the marriage, Wenling said, "The thing is, he is just leading her on at this point." She continued, "It is so unfortunate to see my dad going off about how he and Mary basically have this done relationship, because she doesn't know that. They haven't had a conversation about it. It feels completely manipulative to me because he's basically keeping this information from her and letting her be in this loveless relationship with this false hope that it's going to be fixed." Later in the video, the TLC personality elaborated on her 27-year-old sibling's feelings toward the blended clan. Leon has been, since childhood, kind of the odd one out in the family because they had no siblings from their mom to really get along with. She said of Kody's only biological child with ex-wife Mary Brown, they just probably felt like the odd one out. And also, with Leon being transgender and queer in general, and being in a family that predominantly practices a Mormon fundamentalist faith. Mormonism hasn't really traditionally been kind to queer people, especially with a family that's quite a bit conservative and partially against transsexuality in general. Wenling added of Leon distancing themselves from the large brood. It's not that they're not fitting in, it's that they have chosen to go to people who they can trust, and it's just they found a safer community for themselves. In addition to commenting on Leon's dynamic with the rest of the family, Wenling called out Kody for how he treated Mary, 52, in the episode. After watching the Wyoming native state in a confessional that he no longer acknowledged the marriage, Wenling said, "The thing is, he is just leading her on at this point." She continued, "It is so unfortunate to see my dad going off about how he and Mary basically have this done relationship, because she doesn't know that. They haven't had a conversation about it. Feels completely manipulative to me because he's basically keeping this information from her and letting her be in this loveless relationship with this false hope that it's going to be fixed." His ex-wife Christine Brown prepared to wed her now husband David Woolley on the latest Sister Wives episode. Kody reflected on what his life now looks like being married to only Robyn Brown. In addition to Christine leaving him in 2021, his first wife Mary Brown and second wife Janelle Brown also chose to end their spiritual marriages in the months that followed. Kody, who was preparing to cut down trees blocking the view of the mountain near his shared home with Robyn, happily declared to the cameras, "I'm a monogamist now." Related, Sister Wives Kody Brown shares his only regret about the state of his family and his hope for his brood, exclusive. "So there's a new rule that Robyn made, and because I'm a monogamist, my wife gets to make rules, right?" Kody, 55, continued. "So she's like, don't drop a tree until you've removed the last tree you dropped." Producer did, however, ask to see how he was feeling about Christine heading down the aisle again. "I'm really excited for her. I've only met David once, and everything that I can gather is it's moved pretty fast. But sometimes you just know," he said. "I hope they're happy," he continued, "and I hope someday the time comes where we're just comfortable being around each other." Kody then noted that Christine, 52, left with a purpose, as she wanted to find her soulmate. He added, "It is weird because you know she's my ex-wife, but it's like that's none of my business anymore, and it's more like kudos." Following his 3 back-to-back divorces, Kody said there is now a lot of water under the bridge and it wasn't all bad. He then explained that it's still been tough on him because his life in polygamy was mostly good. However, the Brown family patriarch, who is estranged from several of his children, is shifting his focus toward his future with Robyn and their kids. "It's like it's a real different world, the world that I have with Robyn and our children. It's kind, it's pleasant, it's beautiful. It's small," he said in a confessional, continuing to note how he's adjusting to his new normal. "I got to admit this. I think I need a lot of attention. It's been different to be in a place where I don't get as much attention. But my children will always be my children and the door will always be open to them. They got to come through that door, he said. I'm going to be holding a hand out for that, but I'm going to be holding this hand that's next to me, and I won't let go of that hand. I will not cut off Robyn to have a relationship with my children. The Station 19 alum, and just like that, Star became parents for the first time when they welcomed their daughter Sophie in March 2005. The following fall, their family was completed with the birth of their son Nicholas in October 2006. Fatherhood changed everything for Boris. Once you become a parent, you're introduced to a whole new level of emotion, he told 2007. I want to do well and conquer the world for them like Superman. It's as if a whole new chamber in my heart has opened up. Though the family had no shortage of love, there were learning moments along the way. As an infant, Sophie was diagnosed with spina bifida, a condition that occurs when the spine and spinal cord don't form properly, according to the Mayo Clinic. Boris and Parker had to quickly learn how to care for a child with a disability, and it inspired them to start a charity now called the Coyote Family Foundation. Related, Boris Coyote and Nicole Parker's relationship. All about the actor's marriage and family. Nearly 20 years later, Sophie is healthy and thriving as a college student, while Nicholas is a professional basketball player in Europe, and the actors feel lucky. To me, my family is beautiful because everyone is kind, Boris told PUPL in 2019 for the beautiful issue. They're compassionate, they're considerate. Even now that they are grown up, family time remains a top priority for the Coyotes. Whether they're dancing together on Parker's Instagram, enjoying electronic-free home-cooked meals, or celebrating big milestones, they find ways to stay connected. Here's everything to know about Boris Coyote and Nicole Parker's kids, Sophie and Nicholas. The Sister Wives star opened up about the ongoing drama surrounding the Flagstaff, a RIS property that she shares with her ex Kody, his wife Robyn, and her former sister wife Janelle in an all-new episode on Sunday, January 26. During a video call, Janelle asks Mary about an email she sent to the group, and Mary explains it was her way of starting a conversation about what to do with the property. After a series of email exchanges, Mary recalls how Kody finally decided that he wants to sell the land and he's going to find a realtor to help him do it. I don't think you get to decide what to do with it, a frustrated Mary says to Janelle.